Hey everyone, Daniel here with Storage Boom, and in today's announcement, I've got an awesome feature to tell you about that we just rolled out for all sub accounts, no extra charge. This is just truly going to help you in every aspect of your marketing. So let's get into this, and I'm going to show it to you. So on the left-hand menu of Storage Boom, we now have this new menu called AI Prompts. If you click that, you'll get on your screen the same as you see for me. And what we've got here is we are utilizing OpenAI's technology, ChatGPT, but we've also added our proprietary engineering that has definitely been tried and tested. It's everything that we use for Storage Boom as well as our own brick and mortar stores that we operate. So this is a fantastic tool. We built this first to, like normal, to like usual with all of our features, to streamline things in our business. And once we have that ready, then we roll it out to our customers. So here what we have here is four tabs across the top. So you've got advertising prompts, video prompts, emails, and social media prompts. We are going to be adding to this in the coming weeks, if not days, is going to be website or landing page copy, as well as blog generating content. So let's just jump in here real quick. I want to give you one quick heads up about this is not going to save any information that it generates. So two things. The information that you put in here is never going to be used for training OpenAI's data. That's part of their API policy. And number two, our system is not saving it. We're not even keeping a log of this. So everything is just real-time interaction with ChatGPT, and then it goes away. And so to that end, anything that you see here that it generates that you like, be sure to copy it and save it to your clipboard or another document so that you can turn around and implement it into your marketing campaigns here within Storage Boom. Otherwise, the next time you click away from this, let's say you go to your dashboard or somewhere else, and then you come back, this is all fresh. This is all brand new. Nothing is saved. So with that in mind, let's jump in. So advertising, if we're going to run an advertising campaign, this headlines um, exercise or generator is going to work for online ads as well as offline ads. So your direct mail marketing, this is going to be great for that as well. So what I've got here is I've been using some inputs. You got to think about your inputs that you give an AI copy generator, because quality in is quality in out. So let me give you an example of this. Okay, so if I'm gonna say, hey, I'm running an ad campaign for portable storage units. If that's all the information that I give it, let's just see how it does. And so the way that we have this particular prompt set up is that it's going to give you a variety of perspectives from which you can write a headline. And those include testimonial, benefit, promise, and so on, up and through the review rating. So 7 different types, and then it's going to repeat. So you can see what it's getting out of this. Now, in this case, it has no idea that I'm located in Montana, that I service all of Montana. It has no idea that the biggest cities next to me are Bozeman and Big Sky, and that I want to be targeting those cities. So if I want this to get more specific on the headlines for my ads, then I need to give it more information. Likewise, it does not know the name of my company, and other than what I've given it, that's all it knows, right? So for that reason, I've got one that I've been using here, and it gives it more information. Our brand name is Pack and Ride Storage. We offer portable storage units. Perfect for these use cases. Now, it would probably know that, as we can see down here, but I'm just going to give it that. And I'm also throwing in an offer. So our offer is $100 off your first rental. So with that in mind, we'll hit submit, and we should get some more specific headlines out of this. Now you can see, because this is AI, it is now presenting all of these headlines in a different format than it did previously, but it's still following our prompt to give us these 7 types of perspectives for writing headlines. So there we go. We've got our brand name in most of these headlines. We've got some of these headlines now have the city in it. Some of them definitely have the offer of $100 off. So this just got a lot more relevant. So wanted to share that with you. That is the headline feature. Looks like I'm getting a call. And likewise, we can move right into opening hooks. Opening hooks are going to be used for kind of the opening of the description if you have a long form section of an advertisement. So on a print advertisement, you've got more room, probably besides the headline, you got more room for adding bullet points or even a paragraph. So you want to try out hooks and descriptions, and definitely the case. This is the case for a meta ad, Facebook and Instagram ads. You're definitely going to be able to add a lot of copy in the description section, and you want to open that with a compelling hook. That's what these hooks are for. And so here's what's cool. Once you've got your inputs, like I just did, my standard inputs that I'm using, I'm just going to copy and paste that right into here, and it's going to generate hooks. So I'm just going to copy and paste that data that I'm feeding the first query. I'm going to use that basically as I move through all of these. Now you'll notice, remember I said if we move on the left-hand side, if we move to a different link within Storage Boom, we lose all of this information. However, on this page, this is all in your browser for the moment. And so as you click through all of these tabs, even if you click other things here, you're still going to have what you generated. So here we go. So we got some opening hooks, and you can kind of see how these function different than a headline and how it kind of kickstarts the main body of an ad, the main description that's going to be used in an ad. All right. By the way, if you like what you see and you want to copy the entire thing, we've got that nifty button right here in the top right that you can click to copy all of this text. Then you can paste it into your Google Docs or whatever you're using, Notepad on your computer. All right. So with that in mind, let's say we've got all those ads, and then or the text for those ads. And now I want to think of, well, what type of video could I create to go with this ad? So I'm going to come over to the video section. I'm going to click on video content ideas. I'm going to throw in the same bit of information, and let's just see what it comes up with. In this case, it's not writing me a script. That's going to be in the next couple prompts. But here it's just saying, hey, based on all of these different approaches, here's some topics that you could cover in a video. So I just want to take a look at one of these. Scene, a family looking stressed amid a cluttered home. Okay, that would be a good image or video, stock video that we could use. And then the voiceover is saying something along these lines. So, that's pretty interesting. This here is just to really create some ideas to get your creativity flowing. And once you have something, and by the way, if we hit this again, it's going to give me an entirely new set, and it's probably even going to change its approach for how it's presenting these ideas. There we go. So in this case, it is providing some script ideas. That's fine. That's kind of a bonus. But down here, this is where we have more of an actual engineered prompt that's going to write you some compelling script for your video. So in this case, it's a 60-second script. I'm going to give you a tip right now, which is if you're running videos, organic videos on social media platforms, you want to be less than 60 seconds. That is by far getting the most views online these days. YouTube Shorts have to be less than 60 seconds. Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikToks. Some of those platforms will, of course, take longer form content. It just happens to be that the audiences on all of these platforms consume a lot more 60-second videos than they do 5 or 10-minute videos. And that's why we would recommend always using some short videos. So here we go. This is a 60-second script, and this is following our prompt engineering here. So we're going to open with an engaging question to create curiosity. We're going to address the customer's pain points. We're going to introduce the solution, overcome their objections that they're likely to have. We're going to create some urgency. We're going to have a call to action to engage with this video. Have a story about a remodel or move that could have used Pack and Ride. Drop a comment and share your experience. and then that final call to action, which is going to be like, hey, are you ready to move forward? Then click the link or call now to get us going. So that's the idea of the 60-second script. The long script is going to be the same thing, just longer. And then finally, when you have recorded that video and you're posting it to your YouTube channel, you're going to need a title and description. So let's go ahead and paste in our information pertaining to this video. And it's going to come up with our title and description, and it's going to end with our hashtags. And there we have it. So this is actually an SEO optimized, search optimized description for your YouTube video. How cool is that? We have been a professional SEO company for over 5 years at this point. We know a thing or two about SEO. We've baked that into these prompts. Let's move on to emails. This is incredible. This is where I get really excited because of what we've integrated here. So first up, we've got, okay, now we've got our video. It's on YouTube. We've published it. We used all of this helpful tools here from these prompts. Now we want to share that YouTube video with our audience through email marketing. Okay, so I want to come up with a subject line for that email. We can go ahead and I'm going to paste in the same copy that I've been using on all of these prompts. If my video happened to be about one specific service or product that we offer, then obviously I would change this a little bit. But here you go. We've got 7 email subject lines ready to go. Now, here's one of the best parts about this is we have baked in the merge field tags for all of the contacts on our email list in our Storage Boom contact database. And so what that means is we can literally just choose the one we want, copy that, and again, set it aside in a Google Doc or in your digital notepad here on your computer. Then when you're setting up your email marketing campaign, you're just pasting this into the settings where you place the subject, and it's going to automatically replace this merge field with each of your contacts' first name. How cool is that? So there we go. This next section of emails is my favorite thing in the Storage Boom AI prompts. And here is why. We have baked into this prompts not only those contact merge fields, but also the style of writing of your choice. So if I paste in all of this, and let's just say that this email was going to be specifically about the video we just made about remodels, so let's just say we are sharing a video we just released showing how John and Barbara streamlined their move across Montana with a portable storage unit rental, right? So we're giving the AI some context of what our video is about. And then we could just leave the rest of this. And again, an offer, right? If we're sharing an email with our entire contact list, why not have an offer and a call to action in that email? So here's the fun part. Select a style of writing. So the AI is so knowledgeable, it's going to reflect the style of writing of anyone that we choose here. So in this case, we can go with Tony Robbins, and I can give you a tip. Tony Robbins is going to be a very positive energy, positive vibe that it's going to have. Russell Brunson, he's the founder and owner of ClickFunnels, and he's a legendary marketer. And his emails in particular are really just somehow really good. They're really hooky. They're really good at getting people to read them. And he writes in a very kind of casual, curious storytelling way. So we'll test that out here in a second. Story brand marketing. This is a marketing framework that was put out of Nashville with Donald Miller and his team, and has become a legendary copywriting framework for writing to customer pain points, helping them think about the life that they want to have, the future or existence or solution that they really need. It's really good at speaking to each customer's pain points and their higher desires, their higher needs, wants and needs. So We'll test that out as well. And then these last two are just much more generic. It's not trying to reflect a specific person or style. It's just, do I want it professional or do I want it casual? So let's check those out. Tony Robbins. I'm going to copy this since I edited that. We'll hit submit. And it, of course, is lightning quick. I mean, the rest of us, we'd still be trying to think of our subject line or opening statement to the email, right? That's where we humans would be, but not for ChatGPT. So here we go. Imagine the sun rising over the breathtaking landscapes of South. You're not just relocating, you're embarking. So it's touching into the story aspect of a person. It's going to use a lot of language like Tony Robbins does that is around positive energy, positivity, transformation. So many, so many cool things about Tony Robbins writings that come out here. And if we hit submit again, we might see a little bit more of that in the opening statements. I love to see what the opening statements are because that's what's going to get someone to continue reading. So here's that positivity from Tony Robbins. I hope this message finds you in the midst of a beautiful day filled with possibilities and the energy to seize them. Right? So positive and moving in. All right, let's check out Russell Brunson. I'll hit submit. This right here is just classic. I get it. The thought of moving across town, blah, blah, blah. He like jumps right into the pain that they're experiencing. Imagine this. You can see here, you'll see in a second how different this style of writing is from if we do professional. If we do professional, it's going to give us asterisks. It's going to outline things and present a very professional look to the email, as well as communicate professionally. But this is going to be much more personalized. And that's what we like to see if we're going with a Tony Robbins or Russell Brunson style. And a lot of times you'll see on their styles, you'll see the contact merge field, the name, showing up multiple times in the email, which is pretty fun. So let's just hit this again and see if that happens. There we go. So I see this quite a bit in a Russell Brunson style. Or a Tony Robbins, we're gonna see that name show up somewhere in that email to keep it personalized and engaging. That also does help with deliverability because every email you're sending out therefore has some variance in it. Story brand framework, let's check that out and we will see kind of how this touches on the pain that the customers experience and the better tomorrow, their vision of a better future. It's going to touch on those types of things. So there you go. Professional, let's just see that, see if it usually is going to spit out more organized and formatted emails. I usually see some sort of formatted list. Here we go. Here's a list. So this is a great way to go if you just want something professional, but you don't need it to sound exactly like Tony Robbins or these other frameworks. It's a great way to go. Can't go wrong. And of course, if all of these are too professional for your use case, then just go with casual. This is going to put it right closer, a bit closer to how you may have typed it yourself or a team member. If you had hired a team member who is just good at writing copy, but they're not overly professional or trying to sound like someone else, you see things like this. Catch you later. That's a lot more casual. Hope you're doing awesome. A lot more casual, friendly, that sort of thing. All right. And these other ones are going to be the same options, but they're just going to be through a very specific lens or approach to writing that email, as you can see there. All right. So there's that. Social media, this is going to be the last section for the moment. Like I said, we're going to be coming out with website, landing page copy, your headlines, your subheadings, and other paragraphs for your websites, as well as writing blog content. So exciting stuff coming up. But here, you might wonder, well, why don't I just use the same post for all of my social media platforms? Almost, you can kind of do that on some of these, but some of these have very specific limitations to how many characters you can use. That's very much the case with Pinterest, Google Business Profile, and Twitter, Twitter being the least of all of those. TikTok does have a character limit involved. Facebook and Instagram let you do the most. So really, it's just kind of nice to come in here and have a different one, for each one. Makes it more unique, and definitely helps you hit those character limits. Additionally, Pinterest is going to come out with this is going to generate a title and a description, which you need for a Pinterest post or a pin. So that's it, you guys. I know this is a long video, but I wanted to give you guys a thorough walkthrough of how to use the AI prompts. If you have any questions, please chat with our support team, get a hold of myself, and we will help you get through this. And you're going to use this stuff. If you remember to use it, you're going to use it all the time. We definitely do.